Hi there, Gary here from Restore Solutions. Well, I wanted to give you a tip about moisture detection today. So, this tip is about what I like to break moisture detection up into three categories. You've got a relative scale, you've got an equivalent scale, and you've got an absolute scale. And you go, well, what is my meter reading? So a relative scale is going to be a scale where you're getting a non-invasive style meter, attachment to the meter, you're checking an area, an unaffected area, an affected area, and marrying those two up. And it's in digits, not a percent. So it might say 140 digits. What's that? It's not 140%. Okay? Then you've got an equivalent scale. An equivalent scale might be, your calcium carbide equivalent test, or the weight percentage test for concrete, wood moisture equivalent. Example, I might be checking a chipboard flooring. And let's say I'm checking a chipboard flooring, and I've got my hammer probe, and I'm hammer probing into my chipboard flooring, and I've set my moisture meter on Douglas fir. And I go, well, that's not Douglas fir, that's chipboard. And in that chipboard, what's the main resin in that chipboard? Well, if I know the manufacturer, I know the main resin, I can be really accurate and say, okay, that's I can set that to chipboard, and the main resin might be melamine. Take the surface temperature, pop it in there. Now I'm getting an absolute percent. Well, it's a little bit different because it's calibrated to that particular material. So you can have a concrete where you need to know the MPa of the concrete, and you can calibrate your moisture meter. If your moisture meter is calibrated to that material, now you can start to get an absolute. Where people are always thinking everything's going to be a percent. When they check it with a certain meter, and they'll say, oh, that concrete's 5%. 5% what? That's not an absolute percent. It could be a weight percentage or a calcium carbide equivalent. So, you need to understand your moisture meter. You need to understand it. So next time you're taking a reading, start to think to yourself, well, what is this? What am I going to write on the report? Okay, so if you have any further questions, please hit me up. I'll be happy to help, and thanks again for watching.